Hey guys, Until Boy here. Today we're going to be doing another video. Today we're going to take a look at the cold steel kukri machete. So let's begin the video. Now, as you can definitely know, for this piece out there, and yeah, paid 15 bucks on this. So you could definitely know. So this is my first kukri machete, and actually is the first machete I've actually purchased. Yeah, 2013, alongside with a, kukri knife out there that's, pretty cheaply made and not really good. But I can tell you, this one on the other hand did not disappoint me. So the material on this, the blade is basically 1055 carbon steel with a polypropylene handle. And a funny thing about this is the one-handed one. There's actually do exist of a two-handed one. The sheath itself, there's the belt loop. Now the sheath itself is basically, a much more better nylon sheath out there. With two snap-on buttons out there, just for the kukri itself. With a plastic flap just for the tip end out there. Now, if you actually saw my Mall Katana review, I actually did use a smash-it machete, and as you can definitely know, I tested that boy for probably like an example of a good machete, because you could definitely know there basically are cheap, but actually effective out there. Now, there's actually a lot of other variants I don't have. There's a lot of variants out there. I think I could want to find is the TIE Fighter machete to the Chinese war sword machete. All the other machetes out there. So, let's talk about the size on the thing. Size on this beast. Basically, for the kukri itself is basically almost 18 and a half inches. You can see from the deal, it's, let me focus on that. Yeah, almost 18 inches, almost to it. But for the blade length out there is basically 13 inches. 13 inches. Now, as you can definitely know, let's go try out this bad boy. Let's go see what it does. So the results out there is, look at that. That's, not like, that's really, yeah, this part didn't, go smoothly, but you could probably know it's just because the strength was also exploded too. So that was really crazy. For this one right here, that actually was a big old curve. Like, it's an actual curve to the thing, which is also crazy. Unfortunately, for the harder plastic, I think you probably know that it's this one is just got a big old split, like a big old split and all. But for this one actually just just cutting through it. Not really go through the bottle, but you could see like a little bit of a cut right here. It's like a quarter of that cut. And then we get to the jug itself, which the jug, I mean, that's kind of the jug itself. That's a clean cut. Like, and then the chopping didn't really did well, but you could probably know it could do the job. And you could probably know why I'm actually just gonna say this here. I personally like this beast. Personally like this guy. This is one of those pieces that I think it's a really good one. So I give the Cold Steel Kukri basically a pretty astounding of a 9 out of 10. Or rather, could be a 10 out of 10 to be exact. Not only that, it's basically pretty, inexpensive. I mean, it's like $15. I always bring this an idea of or not an idea, of an example of this at a decent price and for a really good piece. It's basically really not bad. I mean, it's a really excellent piece. But the recommendations I would recommend anyone who buys this, any of the Cold Steel stuff, I would recommend to sharpen it. Out of the box, they're not that sharpened, but you gotta have to sharpen the thing. So I would recommend just sharpening this guy. So that wraps up of the Cold Steel Kukri Machete. I'm Artillo Boy, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys next time.